Yo, hey people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well and in good health. Okay, so you might have heard, or you probably definitely have heard if you live in the UK, the national election has been announced by the current Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Now, Nigel Farage has returned, so let's take a look at this BBC article. So, Reform UK proposes freeze on immigration. Right, so he's now declared himself as the leader of Reform UK. So, Nigel Farage has said that the 2024 general election should be the immigration election as he launched his party's proposals in South Wales. The Reform Party leader said he wanted to see a freeze on non-essential immigration, which he blamed for NHS waiting lists and the housing crisis, saying other parties would rather not discuss it. Seeking to differentiate his plans from Labour and the Conservatives, he insisted the document he unveiled in the bar of a community centre in Gurnos, Merthyr Tydfil, if I pronounced that correctly, was not a manifesto but a contract. He said, "If I say to you manifesto, your immediate word association is lie." So, Eurosceptic Mr Farage was a member of the European Parliament for more than 20 years until the UK left the bloc in 2020, and he also led the Brexit Party and UKIP before founding Reform. "Guess who's back?" he quipped as he took the stage. Immigration was the main focus of the event, of course, with Mr Farage claiming Britain is broken and in decline culturally, and that stopping immigration would help us at least try to catch up. Acknowledging that Reform was a very new political party, he said they were not aiming to form the government at this election but instead work towards a potential 2029 victory. "Our ambition is to establish a bridgehead in Parliament and to become a real opposition to a Labour government," he said, adding that the other parties were ineffective with the Tories split down the middle. Mr Farage repeatedly said he wants to create a big, genuine mass movement of people, and we need a good, strong opposition that can mobilise people in very large numbers. 5 core pledges in the Reform UK manifesto include a freeze on non-essential immigration and the deportation of people crossing the Channel in small boats. The party also believes cutting back office waste and giving tax breaks to doctors and nurses could lead to zero NHS waiting lists and suggests axing income tax earnings under £20,000. Reform also wants to scrap net zero targets aimed at tackling the climate crisis by minimising planet warming gas emissions by 2050 and instead turn to basically fossil fuels with the promise to unlock the UK's remaining oil and gas reserves. The pledges also include leaving the European Convention on Human Rights. Reform's planned tax cuts would nearly cost basically 90 billion per year, and spending increases would cost about 50 billion per year, the party says. To pay for this, the party claims there could be 150 billion per year of savings and other spendings covering public services, debt interest and working age benefits, including stopping the Bank of England paying interest to commercial banks on quantitative easing reserves, saving 35 billion a year, cutting bureaucracy and improving efficiency. Reform says it will save 5 in every £100, worth 50 billion a year, scrapping net zero worth 30 billion a year, cutting the foreign aid budget by 50%, saving 6 billion a year, encouraging benefit claimants back to work, saving 15 billion a year. However, Carl Emerson, Deputy Director of the Institute for Fiscal Studies, said the package as a whole is problematic. He said, "Even with the extremely optimistic assumption about how much economic growth would increase, the sums in this manifesto do not just add up. On paying for personal tax cuts by reducing the interest paid on Bank of England reserves, the IFS said the amount raised would be much less than the half the figure estimated by Reform, and as ever, there is no simple free lunch." Okay, people, so Nigel Farage is back with the Reform Party looking to create a stir here in the national election taking place on July the 4th. Let's see what happens. Do let us know what you think about Nigel's ideas around freezing immigration. Do you agree? Does Britain need immigration to run its NHS, doctors, nurses, all that kind of stuff? Or do you think a freeze on immigration is a must? Do let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click the notifications bell. Catch you in the next one.